Wow.
I take life out on you.
Oh, shit. Before we proceed, shout out to Izzy. Thank you for today. Very good friend. He handled business.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Not like that motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. We're going to talk, okay?
He came through. He came through.
Yeah, but he did.
Huh?
But he did.
Oh, I mean, like,
yeah.
It was taking
Oh,
too
continue.
long.
Go ahead.
It was taking too
that's
long.
it. You keep going.
Listen, your people take too long. Anyway.
Now I get it.
You know what
You
I'm
are
saying?
correct. You are correct.
We have a special guest tonight, and I am so excited for this person to be here tonight. I've been watching her. I met her through Tampa Tony. And I was like, wow, this chick's voice is insane to me.
So this is who you were telling me about.
Yes.
Okay.
This is So I heard her voice, and I was like, yo, this girl is on fire. Wow. Right? So then we're Instagram friends and stuff like that, and I'm watching her, and she changed it up a little bit, right? And I'm like, wow, I'm vibing to what she got to say right now. Welcome to the show, Miss K-Ruthhhh.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
She's been making a lot of noise in the city.
Yes. Just building up that momentum,
She's just released her song on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day.
Yes. I want it to soak in, soak in through the night.
This is so exciting. Because, like, lately my vibe has been the theme, like, her song. My vibe for the last, 30-something episodes has been about that. The moment I stepped in here, that's when I started vibing that way.
It's crazy you say that because I've been getting that feedback so much. Like, I had a young lady tell me today that that's the season she's in right now. Self-love and finding herself. So she said, here I go with that song. I was like, wow, look at that.
It's an awesome song. Like, it has a nice beat to it. Like, you're like, yeah, motherfuckers. I love myself. And what?
This is called The Tease. We're going to hear it soon, right?
Yeah, we're going to hear it. Maybe. I don't know if we're going to kick you
we
out
gotta
of the
tease
room
it.
when we
tease
put
it
it
a little
on.
longer, right?
I don't know if we're going to kick you out of the room when we put it on.
Why?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to Richard?
Am I going to have an inappropriate reaction to it?
No.
Okay.
Well, anyways, it applies to guys too, though. Like, really, guys don't like to talk about it because they're machos.
But
talk about what?
Self-love. Her song, her latest release is Self-Love. It was released on February 13th.
Have you been listening over the last 17 seconds?
No, I stepped out to handle a phone call. I'm sorry, Richard.
It's very universe. It's unite. Like, I've had dudes sending me videos on Instagram vibing to it. Like, man, yeah, I like this song. So that was awesome to know that I was able to, make it worldwide, make it universal.
Do you have island in you?
No, just a little,
What?
a little
can't
country
even believe
accent.
that.
That's all,
When you listen to this, you're gonna feel like a little island vibe.
No, I think you just hear that southern style more.
I don't know. Your voice was like very unique to me. I have not heard that here in the South.
Wow.
So her voice.
I haven't heard any of it yet. This is going to be a first experience for me.
Oh my
Awesome.
God! You better
Awesome.
hold on tight, Richard Myers.
Get ready. Put yourself first.
Yes, Richard actually put himself first.
I might be engaging in some self-love
as
right
well.
now.
Everybody here, I think, is engaging
Facts.
on self-love, which
That's
is amazing
awesome.
that, we're all here in the room at the same time. And, yeah, I've gone through my transition, but, I've always been in and out. Like, I would turn bodybuilder for a little bit, and I just stopped because I was too focused on the bodybuilding that my empire, my not the my empire.
You're soon to be empire.
Well, I wasn't building my empire. I didn't have a foundation. I had everything. I had all the supplies, but I had no foundation on it. You know what I mean? So then I decided to stop the gym because it was taking 3 hours of my day.
Wow.
And really start working towards everything. Now that everything is moving, I just went back to the gym 2 weeks ago and I started like lifting.
Wow.
You said if you went back, you'd drag me in.
I don't beg people to better themselves.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Why don't I just say I'm at my best right now? So I
So
can't.
now you're ready.
I'm already ready.
Okay. Yeah. So he had his transition too. And, now that I have everything connected now, mind, body, and soul, you want to be complete.
Yes.
So now I'm heading towards my completion. And now with your song, I was like, wow, I was like thinking like, okay, she has this ill-ass song, but it like made me realize.
Yeah, give us the
The whole
background, the
thing.
motivation, everything for the song.
Where do I start? Self-love. Man, I just give myself the chance because I didn't give myself the chance to give it a shot. And I told myself nobody should be able to go harder for me than I should, for myself. And
Do you find it a little bit difficult for you? Because I've struggled with this in my person, so I can say when you love yourself, do you find people making you feel like it's wrong?
Yes. And, I'm a Leo. So I'm always being told, selfishness. And, you got to be careful with self-love. And, I was talking to my father about it. And he's an ordained, we was talking. Yes. And, the title came up. He was like, why you going to call it self-love? You should call it this time around. He was like, because you don't want to give out the wrong message to your peers, self first and, I before you. And, you got to be careful with the word, how you putting it out. And I was like, okay, I'll do this time around. And I was like, you know what, Daddy, it's okay to have self-love. Like, I don't think, that conflicts.
People often confuse the concept of self-love with
Yes.
something that's more malignant, which is narcissism. Right? So you're just creating that maximum self-love before it turns into like it's all about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? You want it to be where you're motivated from within.
Right.
And assert yourself that way.
Right. I just want to be happy and love me so I could be joyful around you. Because you don't want me not loving myself and having a bad spirit and a dark cloud over me, because that's just going to bring you down.
Yeah, but that sounds like what
You
your dad
know?
was worried about. Like you were going to turn into something that was more like all about you. When
Yes.
really it's just you being in tune with yourself
And
and
it's-
exuding it.
And this you could switch over like that. So I'm happy that he, gave me that foreshadow, but that's not the case.
I'm going to be very controversial here.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Say
I
it.
know.
So you got the dump button ready?
I'm like I'm like probably 10 years older than you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this may not be everyone in the world. This is just my personal experience, right? I lived a very long life until like until I was 30. It was like, okay, I was trying to self-love myself, and it was taken away from me because you're not humble, you're not this, you're not that. And I'm like, I became 30 years old, and I said, what has that brought to me? Nothing. I sat there and I said, these people stole all my blessings that belong to me, because there's nothing wrong with being a king or queen, because if you do everything correctly, like you have integrity, you're good, you don't fuck up, like you're not an ugly person, you're always pushing other people. What's wrong with that? It's not like you're just being greedy and hiding in a corner, like you're uplifting the world that you can around you. What's wrong with that? So then I saw a thing on Facebook today. It's crazy that I saw it today when we were going to have the show, and it says team. But in one of the letters, there's an I. And then somebody said there is an I in team. Because if you think about it, if you do not do you and surround your team is not created by people that do them, you're not going to rise.
You're not. If you ooh.
What's controversial about that?
No, because you
That's
got to
so
be
true.
100% Richard, right?
Right.
I
Before
gotta
you
be
contribute to a
100%.
team, you
I
have
have
to
to
be
see-
true to yourself.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to
Okay.
self-love, and you have to be all
Right.
about you. You have to make sure what you do is right,
Okay.
because what contribution will you bring to the table?
And you know what, Star? I think that's what happened to me. Within that time period, my light was dim because of that. Because you like you said, you have to be that surrounding focus before you just connect, and that kind of just dimmed my light all the way down definitely.
And I get that because
Definitely.
I felt that before. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. When your song came out, I was like, yo, I'm vibing this because, damn, I could have been in a different place in the world.
Yeah.
And mentally, everything, emotionally, if I would have applied the rule, the one thing that everybody was trying to distract me from giving to myself.
Yes.
Because they wanted that for them. They wanted my energy and say, here you go, become bigger than me. But since they were not coming from a good place, they cannot rise higher.
Yes.
They can just suck you out, but they can't move forward.
And I had to learn it's a season for everything, you know. Everything has a season. And if you try to stay in a season longer than what God wants you to, that's, you're going to go through it. Hell and high waters,
So your song, your music, because I've heard a lot. So she invited me to a listening party of all her songs that she has coming out. It was so lit. I got to see all.
We
of
got
them.
one more
I
tomorrow
get to hear
too.
them. Oh, this girl's busy.
Yeah.
Busy girl. I'm just saying, she has a very beautiful support team. I was able to see it. Everybody believes in you right now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, she had a huge support team. So how does it feel? Have you had any negative? Okay, because she is. I saw a video of her preaching like at 8, 9 years old, and I was blown away. Like she's over here prophesizing.
Yes. Prophecy will be fulfilled, then and now, and that's how it started, at that podium, and that preaching turned into poetry, writing in school, and then, I got off the music, and then it came back as rap, a form of, music.
And she was so powerful at that age. I have not seen, you don't run into kids like that. You know what I mean? She was so powerful. So, you grew up in church.
Yes.
Your parents are pastors.
Nope. My father actually was a ex-drug dealer turned into a pastor. So that's kind of why, I have that street side as well, what I'm saying? It's like born and raised in the church, but fighting spiritual warfare since a child, and then, with my sexuality as well, I've been fighting demons for a while, so yeah, born and raised in the church, but I've been through it, definitely.
It resulted you in composing beautiful music. Right?
Yes.
All right.
What
Yes.
age did this start? You writing the music?
Then because even though I was speaking on that particular Sunday, like my church, we would have concerts every summer, and I would remix the songs we were performing, and like I would go out there and do a little rap.
Wow.
So it started then, like 9. I was in the studio like at 9. I had a couple songs about school and stuff. Got an old
Oh, I
CD.
want to hear those.
Saving that for a
K-Ruth.
classic.
K-Ruth's our baby, Tampa. Come on, y'all.
I was little G back then, little
Listen.
goddess.
If you watch this video, you guys can identify with her because remember when our parents took us to church and we didn't want to go? Well, she was up in there like, yo, this is how it's going to go down, people.
Yeah.
This is what God told
That was
me.
my show,
and
man.
you're going to listen to me. Thank you very much. She had authority at 8
Listen,
years old.
At 8 years old, church was a getaway for me. It's sad to say, but church and school was a getaway from, what I was going through in my household and my surrounding. So that's why I was in it so deep. If I was told that I couldn't go to church, I would probably be devastated that whole day.
You're such a good girl, She's a good girl. She looks like a good girl. Like the whole everything about her aura, like she's crazy. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Did you You could have decided to be any kind of rapper,
Yeah, that's true.
but you decided to be a rapper that's gonna bring people up.
Because I told myself that when I started, I told myself that I didn't want to get away from my element, and that's I feel like that's why I struggle with my music, like getting it to certain platforms for so long, because I felt like my message, I just wasn't going to reach my peers because I kept putting God in their face and trying to blend it in, with real world. It just wasn't working, until I don't know. I just felt like it
Until
wasn't
it
working.
had to.
Until I just was like, look, I'm gonna force this in y'all face. Y'all don't know what y'all like until y'all, till y'all get it. That's
It's
just
because
what it is.
you bring a little gospel into it, but it's what people are living.
Still not holier than now. It's reality.
Nobody's holy out there. For the record, none of y'all are. Nobody's holy.
It's
Except
reality.
Richard, because Richard's Jewish and he's going to heaven for free. But you know what I
I'm
mean?
part of the chosen
I mean,
people.
I do have a little Jewish in me. I told my mom,
Oh,
hey,
do you want
it
a
might
little
be
Jewish?
enough.
You want a little Jewish in you?
I don't want more. Thanks. But anyways, you know what I mean? So you bring a little bit of that, and then you're bringing what we live in real times. And I
think
for some people, they would not, like old school people would not like this.
Why wouldn't everybody love it?
Because they're old school in their ways when it
And
comes
they're
to
said in
biblical
certain
stuff.
ways.
And she talks about girls during our times.
Well, I'm
because I'm
teased
still,
enough.
even though
I
she's
wanna
a lot
hear some
younger
of
than
this.
you,
I
Miss
gotta hear it.
Lady.
I want to hear it.
No, you gotta wait real quick.
Oh, goddamn.
Even though she's a lot younger than me, you know what I mean? I love God. But I turn up and I go to the club, but it doesn't make me a bad person because I have God in me and I give love out as much as I can.
Yes.
And you're saying, listen, you can believe in a higher power and still be you, and you'll find yourself.
You will.
And you'll be who you have to be. Go out there, find out who you are.
Yes.
But you're accepted and loved no matter what.
Exactly.
So that's
the
what
whole
I got
message.
from listening to the whole tracks.
You get
Wow.
it.
You know what I mean?
You get
Because I
it.
was in there, I don't know how to write music. There was a lot of producers in there and engineers. It was pretty lit. I was like, oh, this is so fly.
First one ever, by the way.
First one ever, and I was part of it. And I brought my daughter that day. She was so hyped. And
I'm getting a little impatient. I want to hear it.
That's what I need for those streams, That's that energy.
Okay.
Keep that energy.
So,
Just me.
You know what I mean? And I got to hear him all, and that I was like, wow, this is like, it makes you think about your life. It makes you think about, you know what? Thank God I went through this, and I'm over that hump. Dude, I can't believe I couldn't have this information when I was going through it, but I'm glad that other people can. You know what I mean? Yes. But I can vibe with this because, oh, shit, I was there one time, and I thought it was never going to end. You know what I mean? And now you're moving forward, you know? Yes. So, hate. Remember that. If you're disliking somebody for their decisions, you have hate. Period. There's no questions asked. You're have hate. It doesn't matter what anybody does. You do what's best for you. Let everybody decide what's good for them.
Yes.
Don't be a hater.
Because that just puts you in a certain group.
The hating group.
Yeah.
Haters. You know what I mean? People are so ugly. Yeah. Everybody has something dark about them. If I don't think it's dark because I'm like,
we're human.
The flesh. It's the flesh in us.
You know what I mean? We're all fuck ups.
It's the flesh.
We all been through bad shit. I mean, I don't think anybody's a perfect soul out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just give out love. Stop all the negativity. Let people believe what they want. It's their path. Their path is not supposed to be yours.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Everybody has to do their own crossovers to wherever they need to be successful in life.
Yes.
If everybody, not everybody's a lawyer. Not everybody's a rapper. Not everybody's a barber. Everybody has their own job. It's not the same path. Nobody's supposed to follow yours. You have to let people...
And I'm very thankful that not everyone's a lawyer. Do we all agree here?
I mean,
Yes.
I'm a little lawyer sometimes. I could... everybody has their job in this world. And K-Ruthhhh, I don't know what I call... because I'm Spanish. That's why I messed it up. But she decided to bring positive vibes through music.
Yes.
You want to hear it so bad,
I
Richard.
I do. I want to hear it. It's like taking too long. I want to hear it.
Should we let him hear it?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and find it.
Got it.
No one gets left behind.
Okay, guys. You need to follow this chick, K-Ruthhhh with 4 H's. K
underscore.
Dash. Is it
No,
dash or underscore?
underscore?
On Instagram is K_Ruth with 4 H's.
4 H's. Remember that.
Yes, but when you search in the track, it's K-Ruth. Ruth in the Bible.
There we go.
She is the female prophet. I'm not even kidding here. This is for real, people. She is putting it out there like
We're being shined
she
on.
is changing the game. She's changing the game. There's something different that she's delivering, and it's not what we're used to. And
Yes.
you guys need to listen to it.
And here it
Yes.
is.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay, K-Ruth, present your song.
This is Self-Love, and I want you guys to give it a check out and let us know what you think.
This time around, put yourself first. And I'ma let me down till I hit the hearse. I say this time around, put yourself first. And I'ma let me down till I hit the hearse. I can never dumb me down, I'm the only boss. Yeah, I'ma put myself first. How will I love you more than I love myself? You gotta think about that, it's like backwards as hell. You can't manipulate me, you can't destroy my mind. A valuable thing to waste, I need all my time. Stay the same with AC or with the windows down. People switch up like seasons, flopping around. I gotta love myself, I done learned my lesson. Be proactive, gotta count my blessings. Can't let the well one dry, gotta be a little stingy. Crowds come out the bucket when you seem to have plenty. Where the hell were you at when I was stretching those pennies? Why? Cause I ain't showing no sympathy. Avoiding mirrors, lady, that ain't what it is. When you putting all the effort, something gotta give. Listen to sermons, they warn me, I made moves. Cut off leeches, made men, took time to forgive. Cause loyalty is just a myth, you can waste years. If you ain't Leo, you better change gears. For you be on painkillers, addicted to pills. Cause people say they down for you, but they'll do you in. This time around, putting self first. And I'ma let me down till I hit the hearse. I can never dumb me down, I'm the only boss. Yeah, putting self first. Until the Father done with us, I keep believing. I wake up from dawn to dusk and keep on retrieving. It's hard to keep up with the trends when you fighting demons. Execute, look around, it's a winter season. I kill time and take a ride to the thrift store. Because it's good for the mind and good for the soul. I love me a generical with my wrist froze. Because it ain't about the race, it's about the principle. Invasion of privacy, they impeach me. Had waves hanging over my head, I had to sweep. You win some and lose some, it's bittersweet. Grinding without a lump sum, without a cheat sheet. And I want all of the above, not what's underneath. And this time around, I'ma play for keeps. And I done took a class, I done graduated. I done been on and been off like a masturbation. I done been through the highs and lows like a cancer patient. I done been faced with the trials and the tribulations. I walked through some open doors and had some cancellations. I was thrown in the pit, but I'm still grateful. This time around, putting self first. And I'ma let me down till I hit the hearse. I can never dumb me down, I'm the only boss. Yeah, putting self first. This time around, putting self first. And I'ma let me down till I hit the hearse. I can never dumb me down, I'm the only boss. Yeah, putting self first.
Wow.
Thank you.
Go to tech.
We are back. We're back. The Myers from PA.
Yes, I'm still here.
K-Ruthhhh.
Wow. That was awesome hearing it broadcast.
That was dope. You got to listen to it on like iHeartRadio or
Yes.
Spreaker. Yes.
On all platforms. And the video is on YouTube.
So like, you know, I hope you guys heard her lyrics so you can see what I'm talking about. She does say, yes, I belong to God, but I'm human. And you say crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Self first, baby.
So has anybody given you a negative, like just try to like bring you down a little bit? Like, what were some things that you deal with? Because you're so positive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you keep it positive all the time. That takes a soldier to do. Like, you got to be a warrior to say, you know what? I'm moving forward here. I'm doing what I'm doing, and this is what I decided. So thank you.
Well, you know, I definitely try to keep that armor on, but I don't take well to rejection. Not at all, you know. So, the disadvantages, I would say, was just, you know, probably being told that I wouldn't get received well, you know, without, being with my last team, and things like that, or probably just being told that, I should drop. Oh my God. I've been told 1,000 times that I should drop the female prophet from my name because I don't want to be controversial. And, I was told that, you sure you want to go in that lane? And
I mean,
the rejection from DJs, them fearing it, like the prophet. It's like, just, it's scary for some people,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm a working woman. We actually spend more money than guys on clothes.
Facts.
We actually
Facts.
like buy a lot of shit.
Facts.
And now if you see at the economy and you look at the rates and stuff, women are over doing guys now. Like, we're paying for VIPs for me and our girlfriends. You know what I mean? So like, there is a big crowd of women that appreciate this. Why not have a female prophet? And be like, this is the chick that lets us know we're soldiers. It's okay. We don't have to deal with the bullshit.
Hey, it's a lane out there, and I ain't gonna stop.
And being that she's so young, because she was already 8 years old, freaking preaching to 100 people. Now she's over here.
Well,
22,
there's a whole school of
trying to
thought
touch
that
a
fear
nation.
is the biggest inhibitor.
You know why? Because
if you
fear-
succumb to fear, then you're not going to grow.
You know why? Because people are afraid of accountability. And and your age, I think, may play a little role in it. But let me tell you something. I was a young mother.
Yeah.
Okay, at 16, 17 years old, yes, I was a mother. But guess what? At 18 years old, I was driving a Mercedes. I did what I said I would. You know what I mean? And you're doing what you said you would do. Your age should never have to intimidate you for delivering the big words for people, even if it's women that are my age at 36 years old. Because guess what?
No.
Yeah, I'm 36.
No.
I'm sorry if I lied
36?
to you that I was
Wow.
22, but I'm 36 years old.
Oh, there it is.
Oops. But anyways, like, you know what I mean? There's women out there that need this. Because we're not getting it because people are being haters. Somehow, I am in the barber industry. And you know what I deal with? I'm a booked barber.
We deal with male domination and the jealousy,
Yes,
the competition.
and like, you're not better than me because
Yes.
you're a girl. I deal with guys that think you don't know how to cut because you're a girl. It's sad to say, but, I have this one person saying, oh, do you know how to cut hair? No, bitch, I'm here because I'm here for fashion, And then I have those people that are paying me $80, $100 for a haircut. You know what I mean? And I say to myself, if you only knew my worth, you know what I mean? I would be willing to cut you at the price that's on the board and stuff, but I have people that are like quadrupling that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're a woman, period. And then now you're focused on growth in women, but there's a lot of men that can vibe to you because
definitely, it's
men
universal.
need to be self-loved.
Yes, guys shouldn't feel like that. They don't have to. That they have to put everything before themselves. This whole manly thing. The guy got to be the guy. You could lay yourself first too. That's attraction. When you put that energy out, it's only going to come back.
And there's a very small percentage of men that take charge, sometimes because they'd rather be hurt. That's why there's a lot of hurt men out in the world.
And they just let it build up to anger.
Because it's just something culturally, men don't like to show their emotions.
It's an American thing.
Yeah. It's okay for guys to have
It
to
is.
go in and rebuild themselves too.
Yeah, you can rebuild yourself. I mean,
Always.
a lot of men around me are rebuilding themselves. I'm that barber that people can trust me and tell me, listen, I don't feel good about this. And I'll say, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do this, and the third, and you're going to be a brand new man. You can do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that for women, too. It's like everybody. It's okay to self-love yourself.
Yes.
Regardless of your sex.
Definitely.
Did you see my post this week? I was like, just because I don't have a penis doesn't mean I can't cut.
I saw that. I saw that.
But you know what I mean?
I must have missed that one.
Self-love in your soul is not who you are, your sexual orientation or nothing. It's like your soul. You have to take care of it. So, that was a big job for you to deliver.
Thank you. Thank you. It's much more where that came from. Just
Ooh.
a layer. That was a layer. Self-love.
You better watch out, people, because like now I'm watching her and I'm following her and I'm gonna be like, okay, when is the next one? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hear it, and I get to hear it first.
Yay.
But do we have the Myers Firm PA noise because we're supposed to do one?
Wait.
we don't have
Let me
an
work,
intro?
Let me work. Give me 2 minutes.
I can't.
I'll go 2 minutes.
Give me 2 minutes.
Did you grow up in Florida?
Born and raised. I went to Tallahassee for college, but that's about it.
What was your major?
Forensic pathologist.
Forensic
I
pathology.
love
Wow.
CSI and
Me
bones.
too, girl.
And so I wanted to do the autopsies on the dead bodies and things.
Did you finish?
No, because I was up there on my own financially. I had a scholarship academically for 4 years, but financially I was on my own. And that's the only reason why I moved back home and decided to, I said, well, my peers, they're going to walk that stage, but at least I could, try to do something that I'm passionate about. So I came back home and focused on my music.
You know what's crazy? I can totally see you as that doctor. Like your face. You guys have to look at her. She is beyond beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my God. And her soul is so beautiful. You guys, you don't even know how excited I am to have her here.
Yes.
Like this has
yes.
been one of my favorite moments.
Uh-oh. Still
Wow.
in the show.
You think it's all about you, baby?
No. Well, it's about to be.
Yes.
He wants to kick me out of my show, but I guess it's up to you guys because I guess everybody.
I got to have my moment.
You ready?
Yes.
All
He
right.
always has to have his
Nice
moments.
segue.
Here we go.
Oh, I love it. I
You
love
already
it.
know.
We've been working on an intro. Yeah. Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Myers. What are we calling this
We're
segment?
going to call this the Myers moment.
Welcome to the
Judge
Myers
Wapner,
moment,
yeah,
brought to you
yeah,
by
Judge
the
Wapner,
Myers
yeah.
Firm PA. We now bring you Richard Myers
All
of the
right,
Myers
it's
Firm
Richard
PA.
Myers now.
From the Myers Firm PA.
I decided to make this Myers moment a little controversial.
Ooh.
And
Ouch.
Serge and I have been talking
Wow,
about
you really going there?
maybe doing our own show based on our conflicts on politics.
Oh, you've been talking on the down low?
So I'm going to do a Trump thing.
You're really doing this?
I'm going to do a Trump thing.
He is fucking
But it's
talking
legal.
to
Let
him on the down
Let him
low.
have the
But it's legal.
Go ahead. Go right
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So
Go
we
right
all,
ahead.
as a country, have suffered through the impeachment stuff,
suffered.
right?
Go- go right ahead.
So
Suffered.
I'm going to go into constitutional law. Try to keep it factual,
Sure.
but you know where I come down on, right? Okay.
ahead.
All right. So we had the House of Representatives, which acts as the fact gathering body. So they have to gather all the evidence, talk to all the witnesses,
Okay.
and they present all the evidence they've gathered
Okay.
ultimately to the
That
Senate.
they were allowed to get.
Wait. You're not
I know.
participating.
I'm sorry.
It's the Myers moment.
I'm sorry. Let me mute me.
I said when we
He's
have our own
muted.
show, we can.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
No, let him do his thing.
Okay.
No. At the end. No. You can bent with me at the end, but let me get my points out. Shall we? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So constitutionally, the House of Representatives, they're the ones that have to gather the evidence, interview the witnesses, present the record ultimately to the Senate. The Senate then acts as the jury. What we've been sold on TV over and over again is that the jury must conduct a trial,
Okay.
right? And they must have witnesses and documents. But what the Democrats didn't tell the public when they were on the air, on the public airways, is that there are witnesses, that's those witnesses that the House called, that's of record, that gets transmitted to the Senate, and the transcripts, which is all the paperwork and all that, and the verbatim testimony of the witnesses, that all gets transmitted to the Senate.
It smells so good in here. Go ahead.
Yeah, it smells great in here. It sounds like we may have to go on. We might have to go on to another moment.
Don't bring her back. No,
I'm going
continue.
to
My
have
fault.
some peanuts
My
because
fault.
I'm
Go
in
ahead.
the peanut gallery right now.
It smells
Anyway, the
So
point I
good.
want to make, because it's only a moment that the Myers firm
Yes.
gets, right?
Just a moment.
Right. Is that the Senate first has to decide whether or not they have enough evidence. It's like being presented, like they're the jury. They got all the evidence. They're not in charge of controlling what new evidence they need to hear. If you're a jury, if you're a member of a jury, do you get to sit down in your trial that you're sitting on and say, oh, Your Honor, I want to hear from such and such a witness? You don't have that right.
No.
Okay. You are presented the evidence that the prosecutors put together.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what the jury is as by way of the Senate. And I can see Mr. Sergio.
I'm just not.
He's so biting his lower lip. He wants to chime in.
I don't co-sign Republican, Democrat.
No,
none of that.
I'm just telling
None of that.
constitutional law.
Yeah, I know. But it's
I'm
law,
not saying
but
it-
who really follows the law?
I do.
Well, I'm just saying it did follow the law.
Yeah.
But what we heard from, and I'm being,
Okay, let's just-
I'm trying to be factual here without you chiming in.
Okay, I'm trying so hard.
It is a fact that the Democrats kept saying it's not really a trial until we call new witnesses and have documents.
Yeah.
But what they didn't tell you is that there were already 17 witnesses that were made of record by way of transmitting the record from the House, plus the documents that came with it.
Okay.
So there were witnesses considered and there were documents reviewed. They just wanted their witnesses that they wanted
Yeah, of
at that
course.
stage. Okay, now,
That's what happens
did
in
they
the
have an
party system.
opportunity when they were the House of Representatives investigating it to call those witnesses? They did, but they decided not to because they knew there would be a legal battle that would take too long, in their opinion. And so they wanted to bypass the judiciary, which is a third check and balance. They wanted to bypass it altogether and just sell to the American people that we're going to impeach them without having the decision made on the objections to these witnesses, which were, is there an executive privilege that applies when it comes to, say, John Bolton, whatever. Okay? Now, I love the look on. We got to do our own shows.
Oh, yeah,
Serge?
we will.
We're going to have to do our own show
gonna
on this.
happen.
Okay. So the Miners
Barf.
Moment just wants to say that pay attention, close attention.
I said barf.
The Myers moment.
Pay attention
essentially is ha,
to
ha,
the
ha.
constitutional law and how it's supposed to operate,
Yeah.
not to what you're sold on either side.
Absolutely.
On either side, what you watch, whether it's going to be Fox News or MSNBC, whatever. There is a constitutional system set in place.
Absolutely.
And which, in my view,
In a perfect world.
the House of Representatives did not allow the checks and balances to play out. They wanted to call John Bolton. They knew they were going to get an objection rather than try it out in court.
Okay.
Rather than bring in the judiciary, they just decided not to call John Bolton, for example.
Yeah.
Then when it got to the House, when it got to the Senate, they said, you must call John Bolton. Well, that was your job to do because you're the fact gatherers. You're the
Right.
House of Representatives. Do you disagree with any of that, Sergio? Take the floor.
No, I don't. But also, when you're only allowed to present what is given to you, because everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you the information," but they never give it to you because I don't want to be a plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not allowed to talk about that. It's presidential. What is it called? Presidential. What is
No,
it?
executive privilege.
Executive privilege.
It needs to be challenged in court.
Yeah, so that's
Yes.
why, because they know if we try to take this to court, it's going to take months, and by the time the election already comes. So essentially, these guys on this side are like, no, we're not going to give you any information. These guys on this side are like, well, we can't go forward until you give us this information. And now you just have this
Right.
bullshit two-party system that never fucking works for anything but the people that are making the money. That's the problem that we have with this country is we are so ingrained in
We
this two-party
so
system.
need our own
We
show,
do.
Serge.
But
Oh
it's
my
also,
God.
it's like people are like, oh, red or blue. That's it. That's all I got. So you could have a million great ideas, but since you're blue, I don't want to listen to anything you have to say. And since I got a million great ideas, you don't want to listen to anything I have to say because I'm red. And
I
your
just wanna
guys...
say-
Well,
I
audience.
want to interrupt.
Well, audience.
Let's go
I
back
wanna
to the
interrupt.
Starshare show because I don't want
Okay,
to...
I want to interrupt and say I am a single mother.
Thank you.
My daughter is on dialysis.
There you go.
She didn't have insurance, and I paid for everything my damn self.
Good job.
The economy has never been better for me right now as a single mom. You know what I mean? I am making so much money as a barber that I'm able to fund my daughter's health to make her survive.
Are you
until we
inferring
find
that
a
maybe the
cure.
last 3 years is attributed to your
No, it's not...
newfound success?
God, I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry, but right now, for me, I'm a single mother. I've always been. And for many years, it was not easy for me. But right now, something's happened in the economy for me to be able to afford this. You know what I mean? It has not been easy, but I'm able to right now. And yes, you can fight with everything you want, but if we become united and actually find
And
a
that's
solution,
the best part.
it's the best part because let me tell you something. I have not put a GoFundMe account. I didn't do anything. I worked
God bless.
to make my daughter live another day.
There you go.
She was 20 years old. She was not in college, and she fell in the bracket that she's an adult, but she's not a dependent. My income couldn't apply for Medicaid, and we were in a place that was not nice. And I had to pay everything out of pocket. I didn't go on Facebook and be like, oh my God, my daughter's dying. Can you please help me donate money? No, I ate that shit and worked my motherfucking ass off. And it happened. It happened for me. And guess what? Since we were honest individuals and I worked really, really, really hard for the last 6 months, paying everything out of pocket. And, I still paid all my bills. I have 2 cars. I paid my bills because one of my daughter's my baby. My oldest daughter, she's my baby. Like, I gave her a car, I paid insurance for all that bullshit. Whatever she wants, she gets. Especially after she got sick, like, live it up. We're going to live it up. Life is so short. Like, let's do this. And then I got into the radio, right? In the beginning when she got sick, and I still came through. I still did what I had to do. And now I'm like all over the city. Thank you for higher radio. And the economy has never, ever, ever been better for me as a single mother.
Yes.
I don't depend on social services or nothing because I don't qualify. I'm a self-employed person. I've been for the last, since the only job that I ever, these are my only jobs that I ever had before I became employed. Target. Hello, Tarjay. And KFC. After KFC, I became completely self-employed. I was probably like 17 years old. You know what I mean? And no, it's not easy. No, it's not fun. There's moments that you don't know how much money you're going to make for the week. But somehow you make more than you would have at a regular job. You know what I mean? You go into those like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. There's a lot of oh shits in your life. But then once you learn people, you learn everybody around you, you decide to humble yourself down and learn from people that have achieved it. Because, sometimes you feel like people, like, remember we were saying, like, self-love. When you self-love, people think you're not humble.
Right. They feel
I
like you're
deal with
selfish.
you're not humble. Bitch, excuse me? I'm trying to uplift myself to get to another level. You're telling me to not be that for your comfort? I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So I dealt with like, okay, let me listen to them because they're saying I'm not humble. But excuse me, how I'm not humble because I don't hurt anybody and I support my community and I make people around me go up. So then I'm like, okay, then I go back and forth.
Yes.
And then I'm going on to the next level and be like, okay, fuck you. I'm going to fucking not give a fuck of what you're saying. And then boom, boom, I focus. I grow. And then you go to that moment. Oh, well, you think you're all that. You do this, you do that. And then you fall all the way down.
Yep.
Because I saw it in my money. Being better than them. About being better for you. For your success. Like, dude, if I didn't freaking shut my ears down because Rich is my attorney and I tell him everything that happens to me every day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm struggling with this right now. Legally, is this correct? No, it's not because people are breaking the law left and right with me. But I'm making a big, successful, like financial gain. So I need him to really tell me how to handle this correctly in my life. So I can move forward and continue to have been paid for 6 months of my daughter's medical bills. You know what I mean? We're not in collections. I'm again saying we did not go through like GoFundMe or nothing. I paid for everything out of pocket. And it's not because I think I'm all that. No, like my daughter's my priority. And I know that as a parent, I'm capable. At that moment, I knew I had to do whatever it takes to make my daughter live another day. Because at that time, she wasn't. And like, with everything that the doctors got together and said, this is how our plan's going to be for this moment, I paid out of pocket. And then we went through another transition, and then I paid out of pocket for that one. You know what I mean? But you know what that made me realize? it said, fuck the, like I posted today. It said, I never knew how hard I can hustle until I had to do it for my daughter's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what that took was my own self-love. It took for me to say, excuse me, it's about me making my daughter live because I'm her mother and I'm supposed to do that for her.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It took me covering my ears as people saying, you're going to fail. That's stupid what you're doing. What are you doing? Like, there was so negativity because I started that show during that time.
Yeah.
And you can ask Serge. Serge, did I miss one show?
No.
Did I perform and did everything I had to deliver? Don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me.
Say yes, Serge.
That's why I said nothing. I said nothing. I
Listen,
don't want to lie to
listen.
you.
Wow. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I did not miss a show. And my audience saw me go through the motions of that. It wasn't easy. You know, so then when she invited me to her
Who's
show, K-Ruthhhh, 4 H's on Instagram. Say your Instagram again, K-Ruthhhh.
K_Ruth with 4 H's. RUTH with 4 H's.
I invited my daughter to go see you.
Yes.
You know why? Because she's 20 years old. And she's around your age.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say she was really inspired by watching you.
Wow. That was awesome. I'm glad I was able to touch her in some form.
You know, she was tired because she had dialysis that day because she's on kidney failure. She's diagnosed end stage.
End stage renal failure.
End stage renal failure.
Wow.
Out of an autoimmune disease that just, it happens only once in a lifetime. But it happened to her in her 20s. She may not ever get it again. You know what I mean? But it just happened to her at that moment. So, you know, like, she's always been like, why I took this on, all of this, was because I'm very good at what I do in the barbering. Like, I'm okay with that. I can live the rest of my life and just be a barber. You know what I mean? But she had bigger dreams, and she's a singer. She loves to sing. So then I was like, you know, the opportunity arises, and, you know, as parents, it's our responsibility to better. The Bible says that you should better your children's.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's our responsibility, and I believe in that. Unfortunately, my parents weren't able to reach that far. But they were able enough just to reach a little bit of me. You know what I mean? Times were different.
Can I share a recent story?
Yes, you
Real
may.
quickly? Okay. All right. So you don't know this, but I raised 4 children on my own.
Okay.
Okay. Since 2003-ish. Okay. They're all grown except my youngest is almost 18, so they're almost all grown. But my youngest, who still lives with me, has not yet got his driver's license. So on Thursday at 8:45 a.m., we were driving and turning into the DMV for my son to take his road test when I got hit by a drunk driver at 8:45 in the morning. At 60 miles an hour. We were propelled about 200 feet before we would be able to stop. And we're just talking, and the reason why I'm chiming in now is because she's talking about perspective. She has a daughter that's got end-stage renal failure. And there's literally nothing, and this is a shout-out to Honda Corporation, by the way, because I drive a Honda Civic before now. I guess I have to find a new car. But the
he's balling
entire
right now,
rear of
with
the
a
car
pickup.
is disintegrated, but
Crushed.
nothing happened.
Like it was like
but
that.
nothing happened to the interior. Like, so we were safe. I'm sitting here today, should be dead. My son should be dead. Really, how far we were hit.
What a blessing.
But it made me focus. You know, it's weird because he was literally 8 months old or so when I gained custody. And he's sitting here in his driver's seat like, I'm okay, Dad. And everything got into focus. You know, it's like, this is what we're here for, right? To make sure that you're advancing the cause, if you will. You're there for your kids.
yes.
So the kids can move on, and whatever you provide, they should take and run with and take it to the next generation. And at that moment, I mean, I involuntarily crying. Now, sometimes you think about something and you start crying. I was spontaneously my emotions were all over the place because first I wanted to kill the other driver, right? And then I thought
And he texts us all. We have a 4 group. We have a foursome. Richard.
let me rephrase that for everybody out there.
Richard with 4 other girls. Jenny, shout out to you. Brenda, shout out to you. And it's me, Starship.
Well, this is
and
weird
Richard.
because you would think
okay.
that Star and I have been friends forever. But here's as a side story, not to make this the issue.
Let's have some peanuts for
But
this.
For real, right?
did you say peanuts?
Peanuts!
Okay, I thought you said peanuts.
Okay.
No, I have a
some
long-term
peanuts.
friend. Her name Brenda. Shout out to Brenda.
Brenda, we love you, baby.
I've
We're
known her
so
for
proud
like
of
10
you.
years.
We're so proud of you and your accomplishments.
That's true.
Facts.
She's moved on to a very big career move.
Yes, you're a badass bitch. She's a badass bitch.
And Brenda's been my friend for a
You're gonna
long
meet her.
time. She only introduced me to Star and to another friend, Jenny, in March of last year. So it's only been 10, 11 months since I've known you, right? And this is the interesting thing is because Brenda and I were so long and so close friends for so long. When I started texting to Jen and Star, she was like, "Oh, so they're your friends now?" And I'm like, "Well, you introduced me to these 2 people as friends, so yeah, we became
So you're
friends."
a friend stealer?
That's what she felt like. But now, what the point is that now
totally
we're
a
all like
friend
a
stealer.
group. We're all like a real close group, and we're all
Richard
good with
takes
each
what
other.
he wants. Me and Richard and Jenny and Brenda are Sex in the City, baby. Tampa Bay.
Which character am I then?
Miranda. No.
No.
Samantha.
Oh, the slut. Yeah, thank you. Give me the slut position. I love it. Thank you.
I'm more like Carrie sometimes, but I give him a little bit of Samantha in
Okay.
a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
All right, but I appreciate your friendship deeply, as much as anybody else.
You know why? Because your vibe attracts your vibe. No, I'm saying it wrong. Your vibe attracts your vibe. No,
Tribe.
wrong.
Do you remember we had a whole episode on the secret, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if you project positive vibes, you'll just attract more positive vibes.
You need to attract.
So it's
what's
all
vibe
about
you are.
attitude, right?
Yeah.
It's all about attitude.
Got to stay
It's
positive.
all about that. And you know what?
And we catch each other
You
to this day.
can
Everybody in this
achieve-
room.
Facts.
I'll catch Sergio go I don't want to. I'm like,
Yeah.
Serge,
Me too.
no, we had a show on this.
Let me
We're
tell
not
you
doing
something.
that. Yeah.
I was off on Thursdays. Right now, I'm covering Denise. Shout out to you, baby. I'm
Oh
covering
yeah, she's
for
recovering
her.
from surgery.
She just had knee replacement, so I'm working every Thursday. So I'm a little tight with time right now. But Thursdays, we do Ohio meetings, me and Serge. And I'm saying, since we've been doing that,
Making moves.
we're making big moves because we're bringing into existence because we're positive, He's my friend, and I love him. My friends, everybody that I encounter, I have so much love for, and I want you to achieve everything you can because you deserve it. This life is meant to live beautifully.
And you know
have
what
a
I love about the
choice.
Thursdays is that it's not just about getting stuff done as far as from our business
Mm-hmm.
aspect. We get to talk to each other and be like, "Yo, how was your week?"
And
No,
this-
really,
my
how
heart is hurt
how
for
was
this,
your week?
And my heart's for her
Yeah.
for that. And okay.
And we give each other advice and we say,
yes.
"Don't that's cool what you're doing, but
It's good to have friends, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
you
let
gotta have people
anybody-
that you can communicate
Don't let
to.
anybody take that away from you. Sometimes people are jealous because of sex thing. But let me tell you something. Serge is a magnificent friend for me.
my little sister."
And we talk and we plan our lives together and we do like a vision board together. And we say, this is what we're going to do. Baby, if you're not seeing every other Saturday, we have 3 shows on e-board. We're riding from one place to another with all our equipment. Like, we're in there. Like, we're our e-board city. And we're everything. You know what I mean? But we don't... The magnificence of all our shows is that we want people to succeed. We want people to deliver the positive energy because if you plant positive energy like you've been doing, K-Ruth,
You know what this reminds me
grow.
of, though? Surge and
you know
Star.
what I mean?
We need to get the hypnotist in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about them.
He
Yeah.
called me. He called
did
me.
call you.
He called me.
I want to do
We
this.
had a little conversation. I have a little surprise.
I mentioned this only because we were going from show to show on Ybor City, and we ran across these hypnotists in Ybor, and we were not fooled,
Not
but we
at all.
thought they were fun enough to bring them on the
Yeah, they
show.
were.
Yeah, okay. Go
No,
ahead.
we're working on them. We have actually had a conference on the phone like 2 weeks ago. We're bringing them on really soon. I have a special treat.
Really?
So should we do that at Tangra, or are we going to do that in here?
I gotta decide.
Okay.
We'll have a team meeting.
I got
for
somebody I
that.
want you to meet too.
I know.
the rooftop at Tangra with hypnotists.
That would be
Tangra?
awesome.
That would be awesome.
Tangra. I do the rooftop out of Tangra.
Every other
So
week.
when you are ready to perform live on my show, it's a lit time.
Absolutely.
We get a lot of views. You let me know. It's
Awesome.
every other Saturday.
Awesome.
K-Ruthhhh. Anytime you want,
I like her.
let me know.
Thank you.
Let me
You got
know,
a good vibe, too.
K-Ruth.
Thank you.
The female prophet.
Yes.
Because she is a motherfucking prophet. And I know you people are trying to make her not be one, but she is one.
Yeah.
Like she was born one.
Because you can't stop what already has happened.
Right.
She was
Right.
born one. And yes, okay, marketing and stuff. Have you not seen me? I'm a fucking marketer.
It was already written.
I'm a marketer.
You
Facts.
know it.
And
You
I
it.
know, you know what? I know how to choose my battles. And she is the female prophet. Point blank.
Boom.
Point blank. I wouldn't be having her. Listen, when I was able to lock her in, I was like, oh my god.
No, she told me about you the day after the listening session.
Really?
She's like, I wish you could have came. You should have met this. Because
Wow.
she knows I've been in the music game out in Tampa for 10 years plus.
Yes, sir.
So she's like, I wish you would have met, because I didn't know. So, but I heard about the camps that you run with.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm like, all right, bet.
yes.
So she's in there.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I just
Because I
wanna
like
say-
what you're doing. I like the positive vibe. I like all of it. Because right now, music needs that.
Yeah.
I just want to
And,
say,
and that's not what's being promoted. That's not what's being paid for. So what you're doing is your own lane. You hold on to that. I promise you it's coming back around.
Thank you.
Promise you.
never, ever, ever, ever let somebody make you think you're not worthy.
Yes.
Okay? Never ever let anybody make you feel like you're not humble. Because you're going to deal with that a lot of times.
Right.
Do what's in your heart all the fucking way. Because I failed so many times in life listening to people. I'm 36 years old, and now it's blowing up for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I work with women that are way older than me. 55 and up, baby. And they're my mentors. You know what I mean? They're my support team. I don't hang out with young girls. You know what I mean? I do hang out with them. But if you want to fucking blow the fuck up and be who you're supposed to be, let's kick it. You know what I mean? You're my friend now. But never, ever, ever, ever let somebody make you feel like anything else that you don't believe in.
Got you.
That's
Because-
the self-love, right? She's
That's what
preaching
it's
self-love
about.
right there, right?
Listen,
Pretty much.
because you have that already. You're
Yeah.
delivering that. And, like, you guys have to listen to self-love all the way. Go ahead, log on back in. Where can we find you again?
You can find me on my Instagram at K_Ruth. That's RUT with 4 H's. And to look up the song, that's K-Ruth. And it's called Self Love. The video is on YouTube. The song is out on all platforms. And yeah, it's available. It's out there.
I'm surprised, you know, I just want to say, I'm surprised that you are so beautifully positive,
Yeah, thank you.
even though you have been through an ugliness that was not good for your soul, that you didn't feel like.
Yeah.
And you still keep it moving like it. You can't even tell.
That's
Where do you get that strength from?
higher power. Self-love. Really, yeah. Like
How
he
were you
said.
able to identify that at such a young age? Because, you know, some people going through their whole lives not identifying it.
Probably because I've been ordained since a child. So it's like that, you know, like the bird that fly away from the nest, you know, you always come back. And so, you know, I've been, ignorance. I've, ignored what he was telling me, putting right in my face. But when I pay attention to the signs and the symbols, that's how. I just got to listen for his voice and block everything else out, you know. That's how.
So you got new music coming out?
Man, I'm dropping 40 back to back right
I'm
now.
going Sunday.
Who you working with as far as
Thursday.
producers? As far as producers in the city, who you
Glass
working with?
House.
Right now, I've worked with Wallace on the beat.
Okay.
This is guy, he's so talented, and I just can't wait to help him, get the exposure that I feel like he deserves. And I got some beats from Jet Faye, a young producer that I went to.
I know Jet. He used to work out of Bullseye.
Awesome. Her per label Bullseye. A dude I went to
Shout out to
school
T. Renee.
with, Big T Dot. He reached out to me. So just I paid for some beats, and some people see the journey, the campaign. Some came to me. So 40 songs out of 40 songs, we're gonna pick the best and give y'all.
So
the
you already
best
got
to
like
K-Ruthhhh.
verse hook, verse hook, verse hook, like every song, or are they like 2 verses? And a
Out of
hook?
40, I got like 25 right now. That's like signed. It's still ready to go. Like just
And the other 15, you got the concepts
Put 'em
for.
at-
You just ain't wrote them down yet.
pretty much.
Yeah, I know the whole like.
I just want to say,
Because I stopped and sorry
I
to
know.
interrupt you, but
'Cause
at
other
the
stuff
listening
pops up.
session, Self Love was rated
Yeah.
so crazy. Like it got hundreds from like 17 people.
shout out
I
to
said,
everybody that supported
Yes.
K-Ruthhhh.
Yes,
4 H's.
yes.
Now, do you have any features?
Yeah, I got some features on there.
Who you got? Who you got?
My
Who you
dog
got?
GI.
Okay.
I got my homegirl Taz Janae. She's a FAMU alien. Let me see. I did one with Milani, Jay Creek.
Okay. Then you got
Kid
Creek.
Crack.
You got Creek on there.
Yeah, my dog Jay
Oh,
Creek on there. I got
yeah.
Kid Crack. I got some.
Okay.
She has
stuff
some
in the
big
clutch.
ones.
Rated R. Can't forget about
You got
my
rated
boy,
R?
my boy
Whoa.
G Rich. We
Listen,
working, man.
I'm gonna
How'd you
help
make that
her.
happen? How'd you make that happen, real
Look,
quick?
Not rated R. His son, Lil Rated.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
he's
okay,
working.
okay,
He out
okay.
there. So
Damn, he's already making music.
yeah, he rated R. He look just like his dad. You might scare you.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I'm just saying there was one project that I was so into because I'm a club bitch, and we're gonna help her because I have Richard here.
With
we're
10.
gonna help her.
Okay.
Yes,
I've been
Okay.
recruited.
yes.
We're gonna help her, and we're gonna have a really nice meeting. And we're
Have you
gonna-
reached out? Have you spoke to Tom?
We actually have a song right now.
See, I like how you didn't even mention that the whole time.
Because the whole thing
I
is,
get it, though.
it was created
Yeah.
before this new chapter.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
We're gonna help
okay.
you.
yeah, so my whole thing
We're
is
gonna help
in
her.
Do
this
you
new
want to
ch-
put it out, or is that something that you kind of want to?
It's gonna be in God's timing.
Okay.
In this new
We're
chapter,
going to help
Yeah.
her here in the Choppin' Up Star Strip because we're gonna have a meeting.
Okay.
she know I got some big features that we
Yeah,
don't even
'cause
have.
that's
to
what
I
I'm
know
saying.
everything.
I-
I know a lot of.
God,
I
it's might
know
call
a
for
lot
some
of-
Ohio fries
Listen,
later.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I know a lot of juicy
That's like one of the
information
biggest names.
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have her here if she was not this magnificent. She is a magnificent person. What she
I'm
is
waiting on you to knock that
delivering-
cup over because this
No.
is like a
Yes.
star share.
Listen,
Don't do it, Star.
Type
You
of deal.
have no idea.
No, good. Don't say
do it,
nothing. Let her
please.
do
You
it.
have no idea.
Ah, you would have talked her out of it. She
You
would
have
have
no
knocked that
idea?
cup over.
And I'm telling you here, you need to follow her because
Nah, she's dope.
I promise you, what she has under her sleeve is like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Who was at the listening session? Because she doesn't know all the people.
I
in
don't
the
know
scene.
any.
Some
Listen,
different producers and engineers. My
Okay.
boy Lava. From
Oh, so
Lava
you
Pit.
put to Lava?
Yeah, I got some.
That's
songs.
my guy.
Jay Walt, he's good.
Yeah, Jay Walt,
He's
that's
at
the-
Glass
yeah, yeah.
House. That's my
Okay.
family. So, man, I had Matt from Premier Miller. He got a studio over there. Just DJ Yayo.
Okay.
He been supporting me. He got G5. He been
What about
supporting
Turk?
me. No, he wasn't there, but we locked in. He got me locked in on
Yeah.
rotation with Self Love. So,
Okay.
but we had some moves and shakers in the city.
Yeah.
you
Okay.
guys,
You
you
know.
girls,
Okay.
listen.
So
I'm
she's
going to
plugged
be at her
in.
next party. If you want to see me and her, especially her, come through. When is your next event? Let us know.
Well, tomorrow, don't be disappointed, Star. But tomorrow is the second listening session for another set of songs. And
Okay.
then tonight, actually, I have an event at Club 1828. It's the premiere video release of Self Love. And then next week, on Friday, the 28th, I'm performing live at Club Sky, opening up for T9.
I'm going to that one.
Okay.
And I'll be
with my
performing
daughter.
Self Love live.
Don't H hold that down?
Why would I be disappointed?
H holds that down, right?
Who is not
What,
to say that I will
Sky?
not show up?
Yeah. I believe H does that.
The promoter, I know, Red. The promote, it's different promoters.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm not too sure.
Usually they have him host all of that.
Yeah. But DJ Turnt's gonna be there that night. DJ Baby J.
Okay.
Shout out to them. And,
That's
shout
cool.
out to the DJs that I want to speak on this. Shout out to the DJs that don't have big egos, that don't mind just having a conversation, because that's all it takes.
That's what I love about Turn.
That's all it takes.
Networking,
It's just
baby.
a
Don't be a
conversation.
motherfucker.
Turn is one of the coolest dudes I've met. Like
Yeah.
straight up.
Listen.
Yeah. And
Humble.
money talk too, so artists, when you step into DJs, just do it the correct way.
Yeah.
We all got bills. DJs do too. So, if you step the correct way, God will work that favor out.
Facts out.
So shout out to the DJs that got self-love in rotation. Definitely.
Listen, this girl is beautiful in and outside.
Aw.
She makes us
Nah,
want
she
to.
cool. She's cool as a fan.
She's
Thank
you know
thank
you
thank
bad bitches, tune into her shit. You badass niggas,
It's my man's in there.
tune into her shit. There's nothing wrong with men focusing on their self love.
Yes.
Sometimes you need
No,
a
we
little,
got to.
Self-love
sometimes-
is
listen,
universal.
I've been bodybuilding for the last 2 weeks again. If you're a bodybuilder, especially, listen to her songs. It will get you pumped up. The other song that I heard her, I'm gonna really work hard to get it on here because she deserves it. Because that was lit. She doesn't only do, yes, she is self-love. She has that moment that you are connected with, but she has some beats.
Yes.
They're like, yo, let me turn up in this bitch. She is very diverse, but in every message, she makes you remember who you are.
Yes.
And if you don't know who you are, she also tells you, find who the fuck you are, because that's where the success is.
And when you find yourself too, like you said, it's no I in team, but when it comes to a team, it takes a team. It takes a tribe.
But it takes an eye to be part of a team.
And within
You have
that
to be-
tribe
you
and
have to
team,
focus.
I just want to say shout out to my boy Jess Real, NT, and shout out to my girl Thug, Pretty Thug. It's about having people being a part of your process and your journey, and they've been helping me capture that and put it to my fan base very well. So
Let's
I'm
get
happy
her
about
real
that.
quick. I gotta get her real quick. I gotta get her real
You
quick.
gotta say one word.
I gotta get her a few seconds at
Come on
least.
in.
Listen, I've been seeing her.
Oh, it's Captain
Yeah.
Smell Good.
That's your ride or die right there.
She work hard, man. This girl be all over, man, and she got a good soul too. And I think that's kind of how we,
You know why?
kind of
Because you're
linked up.
beautiful.
Yeah,
You're
who-
beautiful
and
and,
who
you
are
deserve
you?
it.
I'm Pretty Thug.
Pretty Thug. Are you also a artist?
I'm a videographer.
Okay.
Oh, I did see her work. I was snooping.
And-
Yes, she work
And
hard,
it's-
man. And this boy right here behind
What is
the
his name? Where do we
scenes,
follow him?
Just
Real
Real.
NT.
JUHS.
He's just working?
REALENT live.
Real.
Let's do it
Just
again. Let's do
real.
it again.
Just Real NT. That's JUHSREALENT live at that's Instagram.
He is
Oh,
very
social
devoted.
media.
I'm seeing him work this whole time. I'm like,
You
wow.
know, because some
Seriousness. He's
people
about his job.
People feel like they don't get to see the artist, the struggle of the artist. We just get to see when that artist make it, and then you try to go search for their story. But this guy right here, he's helping us, bring it to life from
This is
now.
like a
that real
live
behind the
documentary.
scenes, definitely.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When I became a barber, right, I dealt with a lot of things because I'm a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I was taken away from a lot of things because I'm a girl.
Me too.
Yeah, a lot of people think, oh, it's cute, a girl, but it's not like that when it comes to a guy's hair.
That's true.
Yeah, people think you're going to be banking because you're a girl, because you're cute, or whatever the fuck you are.
Right.
But they want you to deliver. So I had to work really, really hard
To prove
to
yourself.
prove myself. You know what I'm saying? And even though I'm a booked barber, I still deal with that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I still deal with the thing of I'm a girl. And you're girl power. You're woman power. Because you're in that moment that you're turning into a woman and you're expressing it.
Yes.
And us women that were there one time, which we could have had that.
That's why I love my baby too. Shout out to my baby because she helps me be versatile. It's like
You need to have a
could
perfect
you can
partner.
love you too. You gotta be that woman that you're comfortable. With
gotta
whatever
be the
you
perfect
put on
partner.
and be accepted.
Regardless
it doesn't
of your
matter.
sex,
Yes,
orientation,
yes,
you gotta be the perfect partner.
yes.
Because what's wrong with achieving everything you dreamed of?
And we still growing and finding ourselves. So if you with somebody that don't want to accept your growth, like your changes, like don't want to adjust, fuck. Excuse my language, but fuck it.
No, fuck him.
No.
Fuck him.
Fuck them.
Fuck him. Fuck him. I always
Fuck her.
put a post of that on Facebook.
Fuck them.
You gotta be who you are, and the other person has to be who they are.
Yes, yes.
And
From
you're
rags
gonna
to
be like,
riches.
oh, motherfucker, we're going to the Bahamas this weekend for lunch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts, though.
Why not?
Facts.
That's the fact that people don't get.
If you can't adjust, you're going to get left behind.
That's why you're stuck in the bullshit, stuck in paying all these fees, because why can't you say, yo, do whatever you need to do for you,
And
I'm
I'ma
going to do whatever I need to do for
me.
me? Let's go to the Bahamas on Sunday and eat some lunch, because that's where I'm at.
Let's
Is
go.
that what's coming
I'm
up
with
on
it.
Sunday?
No. That's going to come up in like 3 Sundays. We're planning
Okay, I
it
still
because
need
the
to get my-
boat.
I just need to get my. I still need to
That's
get
where
my
I'm at.
picture and the whole thing
Listen,
because I'm
you know
going
what I
right.
mean? Yes, you're going, and so
Okay.
is fucking Serge when he finds a date.
No, I don't
Serge,
worry
find
about
a
no
date
date.
so we can go to the Bahamas
Listen,
and eat lunch.
ain't gonna be no
We're
problem.
gonna eat some
Sir,
fried lobster tail
according
with
to
some
Facebook,
gully
he doesn't have a trouble
washes.
getting a date now.
Nah, not at
See how
all.
they pit me? Do you see how they pit me? That I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Be
you
the
know
best
what I mean.
you can be. And
Know
right
what I
now,
mean.
K-Ruth, the
Yes,
female
ma'am.
prophet, you're delivering that message in Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Yes, you fucking are. There is nobody in Florida that's delivering that message, and I bet you in other state, because I don't really follow a lot of people because it's too much to follow.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much to follow. But have somebody that is so big here, and I don't think she even knows it yet. Do you fucking know it?
I used to sell my mixtapes and I used to touch people one by one, but now we about to touch them region
how
by
much you
region,
know it, K-Ruth?
nation by nation. Yeah.
How much you know it, K-Ruth?
Oh, I know it.
Okay, so
I
you
know
know
it.
this book right here.
Okay.
This is the book this is called the Dream Book and Star Share. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
The first few pages were signed by my kids because they're going to be magnificent in life.
Awesome.
And every guest that comes to my show
Okay.
signs their autograph here
Okay.
because it's the prophecy.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
So if you end up making it huge, like huge,
yes, sir.
So this is your page.
make sure you contact me first so she doesn't sell it
right
off.
here.
Okay.
No, we're not selling it
So
because I
you
don't
get
need
your
that.
piece and I get a piece of everybody's
That's
action.
your page right here.
That's how I
Right
work.
here?
Yeah, that's your page right here. So
I've never
may
had
I
good
have your
handwriting.
autograph?
I've never had good handwriting, so
You do what you need to.
Oh, no.
Whatever your heart feels like doing. If you want to do a drawing, do whatever your heart wants to.
okay. Well,
Because I'm all about art. Because I'm very intact with the art industry in Tampa Bay, Orlando, Sarasota. If you follow me, you will know I'm an art collector, ink collector. Like, I look for talent all over the area, you know?
I put the government.
She put the government,
Oh,
motherfuckers.
yeah, it's gonna be worth some pennies.
Listen, K-Ruth,
Yes, ma'am.
you're magnificent. Don't ever, 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 ever let
Yes.
anybody poke you with that nasty that doesn't belong in your soul.
Yes.
Because, like, you delivered all these songs after the math,
Yes.
so I know you're about it.
Yes.
And keep going,
And
baby.
I'm grateful that you followed up with me because I don't, in that time that you met me in that season, I wasn't as outspoken. I had
my
other
God.
people speaking for me, but you still went around that and reached out to me. So I was grateful for that. That's why I'm.
You follow your soul and
Yeah.
your heart,
Yes, ma'am.
and the message you're trying to deliver.
Yes.
It changes so many lives.
Yes. That's the
You
goal.
know? It changes lives. Even if you think you don't need it or you hear it, in your heart. Like, when I heard it, I was like, you know what? That's how I feel right now.
Yes.
You're onto something good because I'm watching your expression, Jazz. She adores you. She
You're
absolutely
a
adores you.
superstar.
She
You're
knows.
a motherfucking
She knows. She
superstar
knows what
here.
you
It's
are.
deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that
Yeah.
superstar stuff.
Yeah.
She's coming from a real sincere.
I can just see it in your look. It's a good thing. Yeah.
And the fact that you're able to express artistry through something that might have hurt you is magnificent. You know why? Because what you did was transmute energy. You said, this was dark. I'm going to make it light. Because you know what? I'm a badass bitch.
Yes.
And I could take this hit
Yes.
to fucking change other fucking
That's how
people.
I channel my emotions. All right. That's
You know what I
it.
mean? And that's how I do too. You know what? You can run me over, talk about me all you want. But I'm going to give one person at least a day a positive vibe.
Yes.
And I don't care what you say about me. And that's why I'm vibing with her. You got to listen to her. K-Ruthhhh, 4 H's.
Yes.
Why you got to kill us like that, K-Ruthhhh?
K_Ruth. I wish Instagram, maybe when I get that blue check, they'll let me have my dash.
She will have a blue check. We're going to make it happen for her because
need
she
my
deserves
dash.
it. She is giving that vibe. Come on, people. Get real with it. You don't want to suffer no more. Go for the light. You can find it.
Yes.
All right. So next week our show is at Pegasus. Is that right?
No, next week is
Tangra.
Tangra.
Tangra. Okay. All right.
We're
Pegasus
going to
is
bring
March
her back.
28th.
Okay.
We're going to totally bring her back so she can perform live for us.
I'll be back for
Okay.
the album release. How about
Oh.
When she does the album
perfect.
release, she will
We need an
perform
exclusive,
live.
though.
the finale?
We need an exclusive track that ain't nobody heard that we could debut
I'm
on the
gonna
show.
invite you guys to the finale release party. That's like the album
Okay.
that party.
Tampa Bay.
Definitely before
So
it's
the
out.
album release?
The album release party. It's
no
gonna
doubt.
be invitation only.
Word. I'm with it.
Tampa Bay.
I'm with it.
Invitation only.
Follow this girl because you
Yes.
know what? She's a vibe. She has a vibe, and she has a positive message to deliver that we need because we need to feel safe. We need that. Okay, I'm going through this, but we have to feel okay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's amazing to me that she's so young because I'm older than her. If I had somebody like her when I was growing up, trust me, it would have been better for me to go through it. Like, I was going through it. I went through it. She explained she went through it, but I went through it too. In our times, anytime, going through it is fucked up.
Generation after
It doesn't
generation.
matter what generation you're in. Going through it is fucked up. Why not vibe to things that are going to make you realize, listen, I need to focus. Let me get on the next level. Yes, this is not good. It doesn't feel good. But we need to move forward because it's that moment that we cross over to the next level. Like, we can decide to stay back and stay stuck. Because I've been stuck sometimes. You know what I mean?
You ever
hasn't
felt
been
like
for
you
long.
was stuck in a loop?
It hasn't been for long, but we get stuck.
Yes.
And some people, unfortunately, get stuck for a very long time. And some people don't. You know what I mean? I have my brother. He was stuck for a very long time, and now he used to be an introvert. Now he's an extrovert. You know what I mean? His transition has been so beautiful. Like, Richard, you're a new man now.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Why?
Richard is a new man completely. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. He's a bad motherfucker.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? And K-Ruthhhh, you have dedicated your life, regardless of the aftermath you didn't give a fuck about, to implant growth in people, regardless of who they are, what their sex orientation they are, boy, girl, whatever. You want people to remember to love themselves again.
That part.
And you know, a lot of people don't take their time for that. They don't care. They care about gaining in other ways. You know? You don't know. You didn't give a fuck about making a profit because honestly, sex and titties sells more.
Yeah. I know that's what the DJs want, but I'm sorry.
And the songs that I've been hearing about you, like the songs that I heard, all your songs, and before this transition, I heard the other song. It was lit. You could have twerked to it,
You could have twerked to it, but it still had a what?
but it still said, you know what? Motherfucker, if you want me to twerk on it, you better be worthy.
It still had a message. To
Okay?
It, regardless.
It still had a message.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This girl is going to
Tell me to
change
slow
the
down.
motherfucking game and remind people to have control. Especially us girls. You can have control. You can have whatever you want,
I like
honestly.
that. Self-control.
But guess what? You got to be about it. And she's showing us how to with her music. You know what I mean? And the people that are supporting her,
It's organic, too.
oh my God.
It's so organic. The support
How much
and the
support
love.
you have.
It's organic. Like when I first started, when I walked away from that situation, I it was just me and God at that time, and I said, "Okay, this the plan. I don't have a team," and then out of nowhere,
You have a team. You have a team. You have a team.
it just happened.
You are Tampa. And when I went to a release part, like her hearing party, I was astonished of how many people were there supporting her. She had so many people that didn't belong together
Yeah,
there to compare her growth. I know what they thought should be like the radio song. I know what they thought should have a music video to it. I know a lot. So guess what? If you want to hear this all happen, let me tell you something. She is the next one. Tampa Bay. There's nothing like her.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm so happy to have you here tonight. Tell us where we can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at K_Ruth. That's RUTH, 4 H's. And to look up the music, that's K-Ruth, the female prophet. And we on all platforms. Self-Love is available on all platforms. And the official video is out right now on YouTube.
Where's the next events they can hear you live, baby?
Well, actually, tonight is a official video premiere party at Club 1828, located on 40th. And next week, we're live performance, Club Sky on 7th Avenue. That's Friday night. So, and I will be performing Self-Love.
Congratulations, baby.
Awesome. And thank you so much for having me.
Listen, this girl, she ain't playing. She was preaching at 8 years fucking old. Okay? You want to play with somebody like that?
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about. She's very open-minded. And she believes in self-love. Like, it's for real.
It's for real. I got
You
it
know what I
tatted.
mean?
I went and got it tatted.
Oh, my God. Who did that tat?
His name Pop.
Where he at?
Hood guy.
Huh?
Hood guy behind Gyro.
Listen, there's no tattoos like the tattoos in the hood.
Hood guy behind Gyros. The whole Tampa Bay area should know him. But yeah, because if you believe in it, like you said earlier, reflecting back on that, is our tattoos is a tribe. It's it's us telling our story, and I had to go back and get that one, self-love, because this is just a chapter, a layer.
I'm still crazy about because you're so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're so young.
Yeah,
You could have chose anything,
any path.
and you chose the hardest one to make people be better.
Mm-hmm.
So I honor you for that.
Thank you.
I honor
It's
you
been my
for that.
pleasure too.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Myers, and I
For
her
appreciate
age-
you opening my mind.
For her age, to say, you know what? I could have had it all, but I chose to bring everybody up instead. That's the battle.
Yeah,
And you're not alone.
I'd rather have him than silver and gold.
You're not
you know?
alone because now I'm part of it. I'm with you.
I appreciate that.
And I hope every bad bitch in Tampa Bay follows me to bring her up because she is the female prophet.
Yes.
So where can people follow you, Star?
Yes.
Starshare everywhere. I now have a few Instagram pages that a lot of people didn't know, but I just started. I am Starshare. Star the Ganja Queen. Yes, I did.
Okay, really?
We're gonna have a show for that one because I
You
have
didn't
a
clear that with me.
Oh, listen, I just started. We are very big on the ganja I am. So I have a little network that I'm going to be bringing on soon. We also have a hypnotist coming soon. And we have a lot of things. But mostly we're having beats and eats really soon. I have 10 tickets.
March 28th.
I have 10 tickets. So hit me up for that. I'll be broadcasting live out of the Pegasus Lounge with our sponsors, the Myers Firm PA.
Oh.
You can find me at the Myers Firm PA on Facebook. You can book appointments there, and G8TRATTY on Instagram.
Oh, and if y'all don't know about
these tickets right here, you see me?
If y'all don't know about Beats and
You
Eats,
see
let me
me?
break it down real quick. Okay, so essentially what it is, we have 3 performers. I got Theo Lane, I got Just Henry, and I got D Baby performing. We're also bringing back the Bring Your Best producer competition, which was one of the best competitions in the city as far as producers go. A lot of people that go to the producer competitions see what it is. You got this producer. I like this guy, so I'm picking him. The way we do it, we got Jay Wiz from the Assembly Line, Brixton Bang from the Assembly Line, all on Flow Ohio Radio, and Mad Smooth. For those that don't know that producer, he's super dope. They're going to judge the beats by the sound. So if you send me a beat, you get 90 seconds, I hear it. Oh, I'm going to give it a score 1 to 10. 16 producers go down. We get the top 8. Then the top 4, and then the top 2. You don't know who made what beat. You just know what sounds good, and you know what has the highest score. Boom, winner gets $200. So producers, registration opens in 2.5 hours. So the stroke of midnight, hit me up. You give me that deposit. We'll get you on. The first 16 will be the producers for that particular competition. It's going to be a
Who
good
will
time.
be the best producer?
I don't know, because right
I
now.
want to know.
No, they're all dope. And when I
can't wait to see
When I
him.
said I was bringing it back, they said, thank you, because all of the other ones have been this producer versus this producer, and you got the judges, but you kind of don't know if the judges like, yo, that's
guess
my
what?
guy.
I don't know.
Now
shit,
you don't know who's making
but if
what.
I'm
You just
vibing,
hear it.
I'll vibe.
Right.
It's like the illest. Like people are like, why hasn't this been done before? I said, I did it 2 years ago and just kind of started focusing on radio.
Right.
So I have 10 tickets. Perhaps 2 of them will be K-Ruthhh's.
10 tickets, 2.
And can I
Beats
say
and
one more
greets.
thing before you talk about the
Beats.
tickets? Each ticket is $10 to get in.
Only.
But each ticket also counts as a raffle ticket, because for those that have never been to a Beats and Eats, we do games, we do prizes. You got the hoop shot, you got the Nerf gun knocking the cans over, you get prizes. This time, this is the first Beats and Eats that we're going to have a top prize. $100 goes to the winner of the raffle, so we're going to have like 10 giveaways, and the main prize is $100. So if you buy a ticket for $10 and you stick around, you might win $100.
Okay.
So
and
can't
these
beat
2
that,
tickets
right?
here, maybe K-Ruthhhh.
Maybe.
And you may get to meet her.
There you go.
Perhaps.
All right.
Maybe.
Got to check the
I
calendar.
will let you know when she checks your calendar. But I have 10 tickets here. So if you want one of them, maybe one of them will look. I just want to say something. I always win raffles. And these have touched
So you're
my
saying
hand.
one of those 10 tickets could be the $100 winner?
Of course, because I always win the raffles at anything. Always. Because, I got that green thumb. So yes. Hit me up on the DM. I have 10. Well, maybe 8. But I'm going to wait
Are you
until I
saying
give the 8 of
sometimes
them.
sometimes you can pay $20 to a guy that can make sure you win, so you get $80 profit?
No,
out of
I
it?
said I'm going to win. I'm going to win.
Okay. All right.
But I have
making sure it's not
I have 10 tickets.
slanted.
Possibly 8 tickets, because I'm not going to really be giving them out until K-Ruthhhh secures herself. That's how we're going to do it. And then I'll let you know at the end of the week how it's going to go, because she's going to check
right.
her schedule.
Yes.
But follow us on Instagram, Star Share, Chopping It Up with Star Share. I have so many pages. I have like 6 pages. Whatever Star Share says, like if you read it, say Star Share, follow all of those.
Yes.
Follow Flow Ohio Radio. Follow the Myers from PA. He's going to tell us his Instagram because it's weird.
Yes.
G8TR, because I am a Gator. University of Florida Gators.
Yeah, no lie.
about that
G8TR, ATTY for attorney. Gator attorney. G8TR, ATTY.
He's a Gator attorney.
Myers from
K-Ruthhhh!
Thank you for having me.
And by the way, Star, stop hitting on me.
Yeah, Star.
Go to
stop
hell,
it.
you're a liar.
Okay.
We got to get the videographer real quick on the air.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Come
give all
here.
your contact
Always,
information.
Let's
bro.
hear you, baby.
He's always behind the scenes, man.
Go ahead, man.
Just get the mic.
Shout your
come on.
Instagram
Please
out.
shout
brother.
it.
Come
He doesn't want to
on.
be in the camera, but at least give him the mic so
Yeah.
nobody can see him.
Shout your Instagram out, brother.
So if somebody,
It'll be Just Real ENT Live at Instagram, JUHS. That's JUHSREALENT Live.
Yep.
Oh.
He's doing an amazing job.
Behind the
He's been covering.
scenes artists, you need that.
Check
Definitely.
her
Absolutely.
page out. Check their pages out to see their work. Like, they do great work. The significant other here came to support.
Of course, always.
All those significant others out there that support their partner.
You are very
Shout out to
important.
you.
No, you are very important. You are the difference between success and failure.
Yes.
Never feel like you not matter because you matter more than you believe.
Mm-hmm.
You will make sure that somebody's like, they want to put in that work, but if you give them that negative vibe, they're going to be like, I can't do this no more.
Yes.
So the significant other is probably the most valuable person on the team aside from the video guy.
Do
So never forget.
those that steal
never
are
forget that.
horrible.
That's true.
Promise you
Those
never
that
forget
want to support your dreams, stick with those. Because those that don't, they're stealers.
Nah, those that
but
don't
we
aren't-
have a
aren't the ones
special
that's supposed to do
other
that.
person in the house that I've seen when you were doing your release thing.
Yeah, she was
and
out
that's,
here
is that
grinding.
your best friend?
No, I mean we've been friends for a couple months, maybe.
What is
man.
she? Come here. Because I
Here you
had
go
to get you
again.
on.
Family
I had
now.
to get you on again. Like, you be promoting her stuff all the time. I see you.
I got to. That's what I do. That's a part of me. I'm
So
like,
are you related? What's this? What's going on here?
shit. Soon enough, we keep fucking with each other. People gonna think we sisters. That's how shit typically
You
works.
gotta have that though.
You know why?
But
Because
it's-
bad bitches stick together. We help
It's
each other
just
grow.
she a real genuine person. You know.
She's beautiful.
I feel vibes. The frequency's real.
Facts.
So I stick to what I know.
That's it.
The
You're
real
beautiful.
friends hard to find nowadays. It's 2020.
Yeah.
It's
Ain't nobody
2020,
wasting
baby.
time no more.
That's what I fucks with myself.
Yes.
But guess what?
K-Ruth, the female
Self-motherfucking
prophet.
Oh.
The
follow.
female
4 H's.
prophet. K-Ruth,
Yes.
are you ready for Tampa, baby?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready. Is Tampa Bay ready for me?
Oh, Tampa Bay is ready.
That's the thing.
Tampa Bay is ready.
Sometimes you know people don't know what they like till you put it in their face. So that's all that this is about. Put it in their face. Let's go. That's true.
Thank you for stacking up for girls like us.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll be back.
Yes, you
The
will.
follow up is going
I'm going to be following your career.
amazing.
I'm going to be following your career. I want all about it because I believe in you.
Yes, ma'am.
And guess what?
And I'm natural up under this bob, so I'll be coming to get an edge from you.
Listen. K-Ruth signed the dream book.
Yes.
Oh.
You see, because you bring it to existence, baby. And this is what this is about. Everybody is going to manifest through this because you are accountable now to deliver what people say you shouldn't have.
I got people
You know?
depending on me.
I have
It
people
ain't just
depending
about
on
me too. I'm trying to.
You know what?
I want everybody around me to just be comfortable.
Comfortable, let you express yourself. You have an artistry to yourself that a lot of people are about, and they're afraid to speak about. And you're that. You're speaking
Awesome.
about it.
Awesome.
Boom.
Are we done yet?
Don't worry about me. I'm locking in the lineups
Okay.
for beats of these. I just got to.
All right, guys.
All right.
Follow us on all social media for Ohio Radio. Chopping It Up with Starshare, the Myers Firm PA, K-Ruth, K/Ruth, well,
No,
Underscore.
no. If it's on YouTube, it's K/RU28
Dash.
Yes.
Four
sir.
And if
H's.
it's
Don't
on,
get it twisted.
If it's on Instagram, it's K_Ruth with 4 H's.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
But you can search K Ruth on Instagram. It's still gonna
Listen,
pop up.
I will be reposting some of her videos as a treat.
Okay.
Okay? But make sure you follow her, or I will stop.
Do it.
And,
I'm
then,
a-
and then if you don't, I will not release my ganja photo shoot that I have in February. And it's going to be released on 420.
Word.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's going to
Ganja.
be
Let's
totally
do it.
nude. So, like, you got to watch that.
Do I have to?
You know
No.
you want to. You've been hitting on me the whole time.
I don't know. That's not what I
I only
see.
give
That's not what I see.
what I take.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
I've seen you been flirting with him the whole
You're
night.
a liar.
Truth.
You're a liar.
Facts.
No. Listen.
Even the Reds and Blues can agree on this one.
Wow. No Reds and Blues will agree. I have my type. Thank you very much.
I'm
You
gonna
just
close
don't
it
want
out.
to know. She doesn't want everyone to know that she likes the
doesn't.
nerds.
She does.
The legal
She
nerds.
loves the nerds.
Yes, the legal
Are you
nerds.
fucking with me right now?
All right, I'm gonna close it out with Gino Lexus.
Yes, baby.
That sound good?
Thank you for watching. K_Ruth with 4 H's. Follow her, baby.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Have a good night, everybody.
Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. In my young days, at a young age, I would always make certain that I lived to be amazed at my mom's pain. She seemed to make many changes to keep me straight, putting in the bank money for my graduation day. But graduation came and we ain't have much, but I was happy cause I made it from a bad bunch. We always stood together, eating from the same lunch, drinking from the same punch. Daddy never came much, that made us bond with each other better, taking the blame for the other so they won't have to feel the leather. Belt and the bruises, getting in trouble for something that you didn't even do. It's crazy, all the things that we went through, writing in restrooms with a Sharpie or pencils. Juvenile days back then wasn't such a risk, but now cops got a habit for arresting kids. Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. You live and you learn. You live to be your man. When in the hood, you don't have a plan. Just try to do the best you could. I thought I did all I could. Now I wish I did more, cause all I did was ignore. School's like a chore. I never cleaned up my acts. Too busy sitting in the back of the bus, clown of the class. But clown of the class never lasts, cause in reality time passed and you the same old broke ass. Hope lights from all the popos don't flash, cause then you gotta pull a Mike Johnson and dash. And while you running from the law, your ex-bro sleeping with your mans, and you thought he was your dog, but dog, ain't nobody fault but mine. Cause I seen my downfall and never took it in mind. Used to wanna ball, now I see it wasn't my time. So I started rhymes and I start confessing my crimes. And if you read between the lines, you would see a little part of you. Cause it ain't all about me, it's all the things I view. And all the things I view ain't the nicest, but it's priceless to keep my memories alive. I write this and you ignite this, whether you in your ride or your homeboy's house at your crib like this. And take the time to yourself and just vibe, cause tomorrow might not be alive, so just ride. Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. Since I was young, they always told me to watch the things you do. They told me if you play with fire, you burn. I guess you live and you learn. Now I'm a man and I hope they understand that everything I do shouldn't concern them. You live and you learn. I guess you live and you learn. I guess you live and you learn. I guess you live and you learn. Live and you learn.
Shout out to Gino Lexus. That's my brother. Hold your head, kid. Everything's gonna be alright. We gonna make it. We already here. I know you ain't listening, but eventually you're gonna listen. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live. We appreciate y'all. Tune in tomorrow. We got the Shizzle Show. It's gonna be a great time.